Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on a topic which is somehow connected with my recent upload only. So guys, recently I uploaded this video on the topic of pending karma, and while looking at the placement of Ketu in different houses of your natal chart, what sort of esoteric, mysterious life events a native gets prone towards. And I asked everyone's suggestion. I replied to most of the comments over there as well, and that only gave me inspiration to make a video on this topic as well, today's topic, which is going to be about deepest fears of everyone, and which can be connected with the rising sign as well. So guys, because you know this thing that whatsoever topic I pick for my videos, there is always a backstory attached to it. So today, at a time when I'm recording this video, I would say that transiting moon is conjunct with Ketu. So, and yesterday only, because like I see astrology as a lifelong learning platform for me as well. So whenever I see some sort of psychics and mediums, I generally prefer to get a reading from them if it is not that expensive, just to get more tools in my research platform. Like, how could I better myself when it comes down to healing and counseling the clients, counseling the people. So definitely he mentioned some of the things which were not making sense, and one dot connected to another dot, and I just thought of we can have a discussion on this topic of the darkest and deepest fears. So guys, definitely I will be talking from the point of view of all the rising signs. So you have to take into consideration from the lagna, because guys, when we talk about from the ascendant sign, that tells about your personality, that tells about the foundation of your life, all the events which are bound to happen, that we get to know more from the Lagan. Whatsoever we study from the moon sign, the turmoil and the ideation happens on a psychological level, but whatsoever happens in a very concrete, in a very tangible way, measurable way, that needs to be studied from the ascendant. So like the way guys, it's not only that we come with some sort of innate fears. Like, even if you will go by the nature as well, like definitely like a deer in a forest is by default is scared of tiger, is scared of lions. Same way, like cats are feared of dogs, rats are scared of cats. So same way, when we talk about, there are like certain innate primal instincts and fears which have been inculcated in all the species as well. So same way guys, when it comes down to from astrology, the house which can give information over there, that tend to remain the 8th house, because guys, definitely 8th house is the house of our deepest darkest secrets, our fears. That is the only reason the esoteric functioning of the universe, like all the occult subjects, are also seen from the 8th house. Research exploration is also seen from the 8th house. And guys, you cannot just pin or attach all the negativity with the 8th house, because even if you have to see it in respect to some important houses of your chart, like from the first house, it is the 8th. So the only house which is capable of giving you transformation. You are struck in an impasse or deadlock kind of situation. What can help you revive? What can help you come out of it? That is the energy of the 8th house, completely transforming your life. And also guys, all those people who say this thing that my 10th house lord has gone to the 8th house and my career has always been unstable. So 8th house is also responsible for giving you sudden unpredictable gains as well. Even from the 10th house, 8th house is 11th from it. So that in itself means the ultimate gain of your career, which is something where your deeds will stay even after when you have gone. Like guys, it is a very common dictum in astrology that all those people who are remembered even after they have left the world because of their contribution, that can only happen because of the contribution of the 8th house. Like definitely when it comes down to the greatness and that legendary status, somehow 8th house plays very important role. You talk about Osho, you talk about so many of the legendary enlightened beings. So okay guys, now we will switch our discussion to all the rising signs. And guys, do not I would say this thing, that do not expect much of the complicated terminologies which I will be saying this in this video. It's going to be very simple, and in a very understandable way I'll be putting forth my point, which is going to be the sign like matching to all the ascendant, you will find in the 8th house, and the innate qualities of that zodiac sign being falling in your 8th house could be your natural fear, your natural kind of things which you do not want to face. So that is how we will proceed in this discussion. So guys, starting first with the Aries rising natives. So definitely guys, when it comes down to the Aries Lagna natives, in your 8th house, the good part is that you find a sign which is being ruled by your ascendant lord, which is the Scorpion energy in your 8th house. Now guys, the thing over here is that lot many times it has been seen that the problems which generally comes from the planet Mars. Here I'm not including planets like Saturn, which is karmic, or Rahu Ketu, which is beyond your control, beyond your comprehension. Majority of the problems created by Mars is because of our own personality flaws only, because of our own lust, our greed, our anger, our dominating nature. So the concern over here is that in lot many cases, the fears created in the life of the Aries Lagna could be created by themselves only. The problems created by them are because of their own flaws only in the personality. Now you could have a very immaculate, very perfect nature as well, but definitely the truth of the world is that everyone is not perfect. There are certain flaws, and in the case of the Aries Lagna, more than the problems coming in from your partner, from your career, from some other aspect, a lot of the problem could be created by yourself only. The second thing is that what you are scared of. So guys, definitely 8th house has got something to do with the things which we have hidden from the world. So this could be that your secrets. Now this could be the secrets of your sensual side. This could be of your sexual life. This could be something to do with your joint resources, which you do not want to be revealed, or you do not want to be exposed in that department, in that area of your life. So yes guys, this is how we see that when it comes down to the Aries Lagna. And also guys, the topics of like typical Scorpion in nature, where we talk about anything to do with the life and death, anything to do with the matters of the spirit, other dimensions and all, that could be something. Now again guys, because in the case of the Aries Lagna, it is the energy being ruled by the same ascendant lord only. So in lot many cases, if this is getting applicable in your case in a way that you're professionally operating over here, then this could be your area of forte. But let's say for example, if your profession and your life endeavors do not involve the energy of the 8th house in any form, then your natural fear could be something around the area of the things which I mentioned, which are typical Scorpion in nature. Now guys, when we talk about for the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, definitely in your case, in the 8th house, you find the energy of the planet Jupiter in the form of the Sagittarius sign over here. So now guys, we have to understand that connected to the attributes of the Sagittarius, what could be your natural fears. So definitely guys, over here, like it has been generally seen that you will rarely find these people to be very blind-faithed when it comes down to anything to do with the religion. So unless and until you have not supplemented them with some sort of logic, with some sort of explanation, it becomes very difficult for these people to abide by anything. Second thing is that guys, again, because here we are talking about from the point of view of the surrender. Like there are those people who they go to any of the knowledge forum, they go to any of the religious forum, and whatsoever has been asked out of them, people very easily kind of completely surrender themselves. Now this could be to the higher power, this could be to the wisdom, or in any form. But when it comes down to with the Taurusian rising natives, this sort of surrender generally comes with, this could be after facing lot many vicissitudes, after being supplemented, being provided by right set of logics, rational explanation. So that could be a domain which is always a challenge for the Taurus Lagna natives. Now definitely guys, for the Taurus Lagna natives, Venus, Mercury, Saturn, these are your favorable planets. Jupiter in any case is not a favorable planet for you, and this is how the energy of the Jupiter and your deepest fears will manifest. And this is what nature has made you. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, in the 8th house, you will find the energy of the planet Saturn in the form of the Capricorn sign. So definitely guys, beyond doubt, Capricorn has got everything to do with carving your niche in the society, having that unique identity of yourself in the world and doing something substantial. So when it comes down to the Gemini Lagna natives, a lot of their fears and their phobias could be somehow connected with their growth in the society. How they are being projected, how they are being perceived in the society is going to be the deepest and darkest fears which you can attach with this sort of placement. Now definitely guys, even after having the rulership of the 8th house, Saturn still becomes a very favorable auspicious planet for them, because the Mool Trikona sign of the same planet falls in the house of the Dharma. But again guys, irrespective of the fact that life can support them in majority of the avenues, they still have this potential that even if they get into any impasse, deadlock kind of situation, because of their faith and surrender to the higher powers, they can transform their life. They can actually transform the nature of their actions. This could be a case that someone who is being connected with all sort of questionable actions, all those kind of actions which are being looked down in the society, and some enlightened being entered the life of this person and he completely transformed his life. And definitely guys, a lot of even the religious scriptures have been written by people who in their previous life, before getting into this divinity, path of divinity, they were doing something which was completely in contradiction to it. Like the way we say this thing that a criminal do not have a future and a saint do not have a past. So same way I would say this thing that the darkest and deepest of the fears could be somehow connected with the projected growth of your career, and that is how we can connect it for the Gemini Lagna native. Now guys, when it comes down to for the Cancer Lagna natives, definitely guys, we are talking about some sort of fears which comes naturally to you. So guys, for the Cancer Lagna, definitely emotions and feelings is something which is which defines their personality, and in their 8th house you will find the energy of the Aquarius sign. Now guys, we have to understand the traits of the Aquarius. Now Aquarians are definitely, they could be genius, they could be at the same time very eccentric, they could be very scientific, but at the same time they could be very humanitarian as well. So guys, I would say this thing that in this regard, Cancer Lagna natives are the most blessed ones, because in their case, how can they be of use to the society, tend to remain of the deepest and darkest of their fears. Like a lot many times I've come across like Cancer Lagna natives that they are doing very good in their life. Now generally we say this thing from the matrimonial concern point of view, from the family point of view, from their career and health point of view. Still there is some sort of things which are lacking in their life, in their mind, in their head, and they want to do something more. They want to give it back to the society. And generally what happens is that the confusion and the turmoil happens that they want to do something else, they want to do something more, they want to give back more to the world, but what they have to do, that tend to remain an enigma for them, a mystery, a puzzle for them. And the fears generally starts pouring in, coming in when they're not able to find that solution. Now guys, when we talk about from the Leo rising signs point of view, so guys, in your case, definitely over here you will find the energy of the Pisces sign over there. So definitely guys, when we talk about in their case, Leo Lagna natives could be somehow, again guys, a lot is dependent on that how the natal planets are placed. But here I'm only talking about looking at the empty houses. What could be the nature of the fears which could traumatize you, which could be your primal kind of your fear towards those entities. So definitely guys, when we talk about the Pisces sign which falls over here, now definitely Pisces is an energy which demands lot of surrender. Pisces is an energy where the nature also comes into play. Pisces, with Pisces, Jupiter comes into picture. Ketu is also strongly connected with the Pisces energy as well. Even in your 12th house, you will find the energy of the Cancer as well. So I would say this thing that if the overall planetary alignments is not very strengthened, these are among those people who tend to remain, or they get very scared of the karmic outcome. Like let's say for example, there are like those cases where you want to do the charities, you want to do all the rituals, out of your faith and optimism. But there are like those cases as well where you want to participate in all these kind of rituals out of fear that the outcome might be otherwise wrong. If I'll not do something, the omens will stop supporting me, or the blessings of my departed ancestors will stop kind of helping me, supporting me in my path. So yes guys, this is how you can connect the innate attributes and qualities of the Pisces with your 8th house connected fears. Now guys, when we talk about for the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, in the 8th house you will find the energy of the planet Mars in the form of the Aries sign over there. So definitely guys, Aries is a sign which is ruled by the planet Mars. Now definitely because of the rulership of the 8th house, Mars is not a very favorable planet for you. And definitely guys, when we talk about the Aries Lagna, so let's say for example, your inability to initiate, your inability to take the initiatives at the right time, or turn around your life, or being very proactive. Like I would say this thing that no one else kind of cry as much as a Virgo Lagna when it comes down to lost opportunity, that where you could have done something but things slipped right from your hands. So these are like those kind of possibilities and circumstances which could actually make a Virgo Lagna person very fearful, very vulnerable, kind of bit exposed as well. So yes guys, that is how you can connect the attributes of the Aries falling in your 8th house with your deepest, darkest fears, and this could be psychological concerns as well. Moving ahead guys, now comes my favorite rising sign, which is the Libra. So definitely guys, in your case, just the first point of observation says that your deepest and darkest fears could be somehow connected with your financial savings, accomplishments, and your projection in the society. Beyond doubt guys, when it comes down to all those rising signs which have got this potential for becoming a millionaire or for amassing huge wealth, so those are the Venusian ruled signs or the Saturnian ruled signs, because in any capacity Venus has to be strengthened, because in the Saturnian signs Venus becomes the Yoga Karaka. So guys, the point which I'm saying over here is that the first point of observation is definitely confirming it, that something connected with your finances, your family, kind of bonding, or the kind of experiences you have had growing up could be have a very lasting impact in your psychology. But the second thing is that guys, because in your case it's your ascendant lord only which has got a rulership of this house as well, so that in itself tells about that generally Libra Lagna natives are fearful more of something where the mistake has been done by their own, like rather than like crying on those opportunities which was getting applicable in the case of the Virgo Lagna, where they were not able to act on the time. But in their case, all those things where they did not manage things well, or let's say for example, I have also come across lot many charts of the Libra Lagna natives that either there were like some issues of the attainment of the family wealth, or the family wealth which was plundered and lost in wrong investments. So those were the things which was traumatizing the person for longer span of times. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case in the 8th house you'll find the energy of the planet Mercury in the form of the Gemini sign. That is the only reason Mercury is not a very favorable planet for you. So definitely guys, for the Scorpions, their public image tend to remain of utmost importance. Their personality in itself is very intense. Their emotions somehow stays with them. This could be positive or negative emotions stays with them for longer span of time. But the wonderful part is that because you're gonna find Gemini over here, so any of the gossips behind their back, any of the wrong information being spread about them which is trying to tarnish their image somehow affects them or impacts them negatively the most. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case definitely in the 8th house you'll find the energy of the Cancer over there. Now the good part is that in your case only it's your ascendant lord which in itself gets exalted in the 8th house. I've seen some of the very beautiful charts with the ascendant lord is getting of the Sagittarius Lagna, ascendant Lord being getting exalted in the 8th house, and they are doing very good in the fields of occult. Like the way we say this thing, that the mantra they give to them, the remedies which they prescribe to people, they work out very greatly in the lives of their clients. So the point over here is that, because again guys, I will say this thing, when it comes down to the Cancer, so your emotions, your feelings somehow tend to remain very sensitive, very fragile, very ripe. So what kind of emotions are governing your life? And I would say this thing, that the daily transit, because moon transit one sign after every 2.5 days, and it stays in one nakshatra for a day. So the transit of moon, the daily transit somehow impacts them the most. Second thing is that somehow if they have had some negative kind of experiences growing up in the life, where their emotions have got hurt a lot. So I would say this thing, that rather than being very sensitive and being very cautious while investing in their money, investing their time, their energy, it's an investment of their emotions which becomes of utmost importance for them. Because if being hurt, being betrayed over there, that is gonna kind of bother them the most. So that is the only reason the emotional entanglement is something which tend to remain a matter of concern for them. And over here as well guys, because this is the sign which in our real life represents our mother as well. So the relationship with mother's condition, the nourishment received from her, that is also somehow connected with something which is they are innately very sensitive, or they are very fearful about. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, in the 8th house, you will find the energy of the Leo. Now how could we connect your deepest and darkest fears with this kind of alignment? So definitely guys, the first thing tells about your public image. Second thing which this alignment tells about is, are you doing something very innovative, something very unique, or you're just following that path which has been treaded by millions of people before you? And definitely guys, because when it comes down to Leo, public image, regality, royalty somehow plays a very integral role. And in case of the luminaries like Sun and Moon, they only have a rulership over one sign. So Sun manifests its complete regality through one sign only, which is the Leo, which in your case falls in your 8th house. And definitely guys, it's the Capricorn Lagna natives only which have this potential and capacity to rise to top position in their chosen field. And with this energy falling in their 8th house, so in their success, somehow the ingredient or the attribute which support them or help them is that they have always protected their public image very cautiously, in a very sensitive way. And if anything is gonna happen over there, that is gonna bother them the most. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, in the 8th house, you will find the energy of the planet Mercury in the form of the Virgo sign over there. So guys, that in itself tells about that anything to do with the concerns of the health, your immunity, anything to do with how much you are gaining in terms of knowledge every day, tend to remain a matter of concern for them. And definitely guys, when we talk about the deepest or the darkest of the fears and all, so see, Aquarians are considered as, if out of all the signs, if there is one sign which is considered as very genius, eccentric, but at the same time very laid back as well. So being caged down to a rule book could be a nemesis for the Aquarius Lagna. They are like a free flowing birds. They want to spread their wings, they want to live their life, understand the life as per their own understanding, as per their own principles. That is the only reason, like all these geniuses, they end up becoming very eccentric, very social pariah, or a kind of a very isolated. So that is what we can connect with the 8th house energy falling in their case, that not being able to follow the decorum or being very disciplined, stick to a rule book, could be a fearful experiences for these natives. And lastly guys, when we talk about for the Pisces Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your 7th house, you find the energy of the perfection in the matters of relationship. But the actual relationship, the way we say this thing in astrology is that while doing assessment of the concerns of relationship, you do not even have to look at planets placed in the 7th house, where the 7th house lord has gone, but individually where Libra sign is falling, what is happening in that domain, in that house. So in your case, the Libra energy falls in your 8th house. So the matters of relationship, how you will be treated in the relationship, your relationship with your partner, your relationship with the spouse, any of the commercial engagements, your public image could be a sensitive matter, or this could be your deepest and darkest fears could be connected with this area avenue in your life. That is all what I can say. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. I will be looking forward to your suggestions, your inputs, that whatsoever I have explained for all the rising signs, what is exactly happening in your real life when it comes down to the certain level of fears and all. So is it getting matched with what I try to figure out, or if it is completely in contradiction, there is something else? So do share your views in the comment section. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyawad.